So a few months ago, I did a video about Haile Baily. She's the young lady who got the mermaid part that a lot of crazy people were angry about because she's a young black girl. Well, she's talking online about how she's suffering from postpartum depression. Now, if you know anything about postpartum depression, you know that it's very serious, nothing to play with, and you need to get help for it. It's not something that you can just deal with it by yourself. Depending on what the degree you are suffering with it, you can be encouraged or end up doing some very, very dangerous things to yourself or to your child or maybe to somebody else. So she's online, and she mentioned it, and at least on Twitter she got a barrage of what people would call hateful comments. Now, I went through quite a few of the comments, some of the comments from the people, and the comments that people, well, you know what, I'm not going to say that it's hateful, but it probably wasn't the most tasteful, but I think that it should have been said. But there's a way to say things at the same time, and I made a comment too, okay? So there is a way to say things, whether somebody is suffering through postpartum stress or not. So people were saying that, in essence, they were talking about, how you were, as a young lady, you were in a position to be very famous. You were doing well. The sky was the limit for you. And then you sat up and had a baby by a rapper. Okay? And I guess people are assuming that he's not there because they're not married, so it's not contractual. So a lot of times when men are not married to a woman, they don't feel like they should be doing certain things. They reserve certain actions or whatever they feel for their wives. So I guess they're trying to say he's not there for her. So we don't know that, but I think that, I don't know, now that I'm talking about it, I kind of feel like that was really the wrong time to make certain comments. Even the comment I made, I might go back and erase it because it wasn't, now that I think it wasn't nice, but people were reminding her that, and talking to her as if the reason why she was going through this postpartum depression was because of this man, this rapper, this whatever dude that she sold her future out for just to have a baby for. I'm not gonna lie, I would look at pictures of Haile Baily and her baby, her beautiful baby. I know she loves him, and DBG or whatever his name is, rapper, homeboy. And they seem happy, but what I get from the picture, from her vantage point, her vantage view is, it's not like I said, they look happy when you're looking at it from the natural eye, but that's not what I'm picking up from her. That's not what I picked up from that young lady. It was some weird energy that I kept picking up from her every time I saw a picture of her, or or maybe she was on TV or something like that. I kept picking up this weird energy. So I'm not surprised that she's now admitting that she's suffering from postpartum depression. Her baby, I think he's just one. He's 1 year old. He just made one. Or he's close to it at least. And I don't know. Like I said, it's weird what I feel. I can sometimes look at people's pictures and pick up certain energies. I can't pick it up all the time, but sometimes I can pick up whatever it is that they were feeling, or some types of angst that they may that have caused them to feel that way. Just by looking at their picture, I could just feel, I can't feel why it's happening, but I can feel it. I can feel your happiness. I can feel your unhappiness. I can feel the sadness. Or I could just feel like something is deeply wrong. I don't care how much you smile on your pictures. And I felt that with her. So going back to what people are saying, people are still kind of scolding her for giving up everything she had going for her, just about, and smudging her spirit, her image, with especially young girls, by getting pregnant by, oh my God, a rapper out of marriage. So they were bringing that up, talking about, well, you were warned not to get with him. Why would you have a baby? You're in the midst of your career. You were, what do they call it when you're the type of person that people people look up to, like a role model. The little girls kind of saw you that, and when you did what you did, it's like we have to say something, because we don't want our little girls who are probably looking at you as a role model and admiring you to feel like that this is okay. We have a baby mama culture is out of control, which is true, and it's time to let our women know, our young women know, that this is not no longer acceptable. Whereas we're gonna pat your back, say, baby, you're gonna be all right. No, we're gonna just give you some pointers, and hopefully you don't do it again. And I think that is what we should do, but I kind of feel like we did it at the wrong time. So she's human. Everybody makes their own mistakes, and I feel like she made a big one. I also kind of feel like she regretted. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear nobody else say that, but I kind of always felt like she didn't really. She regretted the whole thing, as if she could do it over again, she wouldn't have put herself in the spot that she's in at this time. I think that she could have possibly lost some contracts and business deals because of her having this baby out of marriage by one of the worst people possible. And I get that from her. I always get this weird feeling, always, ever since even before, especially after she had the baby, it's like she would do things different again if she could. So let's not scorn her, but definitely we want our young girls to know this ain't cool, and we ain't gonna just sit back and just pat your back. Like I said, we gonna tell you how we feel. We don't want you being a role model for our young girls so they can continue the process of the baby mama culture. We don't want that. So let's just pray for Miss Haile. We still love her. We want the best for her and her baby. Hopefully her and her man continue to get along for the baby's sake. And that's just it, y'all. I just wanted to say that. Peace.